Most of us visit or at least drive by a Kwik Trip almost every day. They're everywhere. There are now more than 760 stores in communities in 4 Midwestern states, and the La Crosse-based company continues to expand. Tonight, we're pulling back the curtain to give you a behind-the-scenes look at this hometown business. Inside this small city of buildings on La Crosse's north side, an army is hard at work to bring you the Kwik Trip products you've come to know and love.
Our growth has been crazy from a coworker perspective. We went from 230 coworkers 18 months ago to now we're well over 500.
In October of 2020,
ribs was on our radar from very early on.
Packaged ribs became a new addition to the Kwik Trip menu.
We got 10-bone ribs that we use, the pork loins.
But before they end up here, there's a lengthy process here to get them store ready.
So it's creating a pouch, putting the barbecue sauce in, coworkers place their ribs in those packages, and then it's going to go through that machine and it's going to vacuum seal it, so it's going to suck all the air out, seal the top layer on it.
From there, the package of ribs, 216 to be exact, are placed on racks.
And then those racks go into our tanks on the other side where we got a hot side where you're cooking it at 185 degrees into our water in our sous vide system. So when we sous vide it, you're cooking it in that package. So all of the moisture and I like to say deliciousness just stays right on that rib.
They cook in the tanks of boiling water for 5 hours.
And then we take temperatures on that, and it goes over to the cool side where you bring it back down below the 40 degrees. And that's about 2 hours to cool it back down.
If something on the lighter side is more your thing,
and here's our soup room.
Kwik Trip is known for its variety of homemade soups.
We had 2 soup kettles, went to 4 soup kettles. So those are 1,000-gallon soup kettles. So we can make 4,000 gallons of soup nowadays.
On this day, broccoli cheddar is simmering in the kettles.
We have right around 16 soups. We did trim that back coming into our expansion just because we couldn't keep all of them in stock. Cooked in that room. It comes through those pipes.
Okay.
Yep, and then we can send any bagger or any kettle to either bagger, depending on what's in them.
Something to satisfy your sweet tooth? The ice cream line at Kwik Trip is running 14 to 15 hours a day.
5 days a week currently. As we ramp up for summer, we'll definitely be into a 6th and potentially a 7th day.
The flavor of the day? Caramel toffee crunch.
Any inclusions that we would put in, mint chips, this is toffee pieces, toffee crunch day. That all gets injected right into the line as our ice cream's coming through here. From there, it comes over and it meets up with our variegate over on the other side. That would be the caramel swirl that we would be putting into it. And then as you can see, it gets deposited into our containers. From there, it's going to get a date. It's going to go through a metal detection. It's going to go through a checkware to make sure we have the proper weight. And then it's going to go into our spiral freezer.
Kwik Trip currently produces 25 different flavors.
Any guesses on what the most popular flavor is? Vanilla is easily our #1 seller. We are working on a few new ice creams. I don't want to leak too much, but we have some good potential one coming out here in the next month.
So whether it's ribs, soup, or ice cream, and everything in between, they all eventually make their way to the shelves of a Kwik Trip near you. And just so you know, vanilla was not my first guess as the most popular ice cream flavor. It was actually cookies and cream. That was my guess, but surprisingly, vanilla is it. And that is just a sneak peek behind the scenes. There is obviously so much more that they produce there at Kwik Trip. An expansion of Kwik Trip's dairy facility is set to begin this July.